at 40, so I'm not sure.
He was hauling ass.
Yep.
Yes.
I believe
It's Dugganschmirf's turn and then Madras.
Don't worry, when he comes.
Yeah, I think Agony's got a new polearm.
I think so. Okay. He is.
The armor's the best treasure.
I know. It's like Slake's denied again his full plate armor. Don't worry,
Well, he's supposed to make it.
He'll bang out by 6th level or something like that. Is stupid full plate.
All right, Cog gets an AOO.
Okay. Cog is going to take the AOO. Oh. Sorry. We'll use the stunning fist. Sorry. Smack. AC 19.
Did you? AC what?
19.
Not even close.
Oh.
This guy, you notice he uses his arms a lot to bat things away. Like his arms don't hurt, maybe.
I want. Show me what's under your hat.
Is Dugganschmirf following, or was he because he got to act before? Madras?
Yeah, no, he is not following. Oh, where is he? Hang on, he's pretty far fucking away.
Duggan, can you move this guy inside?
He looks a little big. How far away are they? Do some measuring. I got a feeling they're way too far away. That's too far.
I think we said this door was open.
Yeah, that door is open.
No.
Ghost door. Spooky scary.
Spooky. The yawning mouth with the 2 eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What a mansion.
Oh, yeah, you missed with that. He pulls out the potion. And moves another 40.
Okay, Agony, I guess, sees them running across the lawn and will go and pick up the dwarf, move him.
And run's got to be in a straight line, right?
Run is a straight line.
Yep.
Agony picks up the dwarf and moves him inside the doorway.
Okay. Dugan will help you, but he's not really much fucking help.
Okay. Dingleberry. Capra.
Dingleberry is gonna run up to him, and he's gonna pull out the rat smasher.
Okay. As a hammer?
The big ass club.
It's a big great club. It's his great club. He uses it to smash rats.
Dewdrop.
Okay. He's a fighter bard.
Dewdrop sees the dwarf is stable and out of the rain now. She sees everyone out there.
She had another entangle.
She doesn't. She only has one. She has sleep arrows, though. So 60 movement for Dewdrop. That's 2 moves. And 3. What's going on over here? We get some exercise, boys?
Just going out for a run.
Yeah, it's raining. Cog?
Cog is gonna... I don't know. Yes, we're gonna flurry him.
It's pretty cool looking armor he's got there.
Yeah, give me your armor. Drop your armor.
It's like Ahmed is at the table.
It's like Ahmed's at the table. Yeah, yeah.
Slake moves at 30. Can't quite get into the flank, but he can double move and punch. Not raging, because that's an action.
Punch him, punch him, punch him, punch him.
Yeah, he's not going to power attack either. This guy's hard to hit.
I want your toys.
Oh, 11. It slips in the wet grass.
There's a mystery behind the maze.
Yeah, we can always ask the stupid dwarves, or dwarfs, sorry.
Does the human have a face? I don't think he has a face.
Is it?
I don't know whether there's a bunch of nonsense happening.
The guy has the potion in his hand, so he could step and drink and he'll be invisible, and then it's now his turn. So, oops.
There'd only one AOO.
Yep.
From Cog.
Yep. Drink.
Cog is gonna knock you the fuck out.
So
He
Cog gets
has
his.
that opportunity.
Yeah.
He's gonna spend his last stunning fist.
20, 20, 20, 20, 20.
Patrol!
What did? Oh, sorry, I didn't.
He rolled his 4.
12. He's doing katas in combat.
Comic would be proud. Okay.
Like, itch, knee, son.
Invisible.
Follow his footsteps. It's rainy grass, right?
It's grass and it's raining, so it's like one to the good, one to the bad.
Agony is just gonna start doing wind sprints from the cart, bringing the stuff indoors,
Okay.
like whatever the boxes and things that were inside. He's gonna save it from the rain.
Yeah, I am gonna roll. Yeah, you get it all in before there's too much damage done.
Uh,
Some things were ruined, but we'll say they weren't even initially on the list.
Dwarf 2 is stable.
It's other stuff that flushes out the cart.
Everyone outside takes a single point of acid damage if the acid is still going.
Oh no, the pony!
The horse has a lot of non-lethal, so it'll take a while for him to die. This is the first damage. Dewdrop is taken. Capper is at 2.
This guy still takes a point of damage.
Cog 2.
Did he only have 33 hit points?
No, he's still got a few more hit points.
This dude's like
Okay, Dingle.
6th level.
Oh no, he's hurting. He's hurting. He's like, oh.
Alright.
He's holding his ribs.
Alright, so...
I think
We're
the
making
DM point gave him a chance to escape, but players are sometimes really tenacious.
Tenacious is exactly the word I was thinking. We're
did she
going
take
to use a survival check to see if we think he's still in the same spot.
Okay. It's raining. Make a check.
That's right, with her. She got 2 damage.
I don't know. He might be gone.
There's a lot of that. The grass has been unkept everywhere, so it's kind of hard to say.
It's like my lawn. I don't know. Fox has 2 actions to drink, 1 action to 5-foot step. So he's going to play a bard song.
Okay. This is
Guy, I don't know where he is, but if you find him, let him know that we found his polearm. We're looking to give it back.
Okay. Yep. So Dee Dee saw him drink.
Yep.
Oh.
He moved and drank,
spells?
or he drank then moved.
He moved.
He moved, then drank.
Otherwise, Slake would have pummeled him.
Okay.
Otherwise it would have been.
So
less
Dee
flurry
Dee's going to surmise the approximate area where he's in and cast grease.
Okay.
Sorry, we're not letting this guy get away. She's gonna grease like here.
Natural one. Show me the area.
Hey, I heard a banging sound.
Fuck.
So he fell down.
Yeah, he fell down. You guys heard him fall.
Okay.
He's in heavy armor. There's no hiding it.
So a spell and then a move. She's just gonna flutter in. She's still about 10 feet off the ground, but.
Okay.
This guy, remember, he might know lots about Slake. We should keep him alive.
Yeah, because he knew stuff.
Mr. Armorman, you should probably surrender. It'll go much easier on you.
Cog? You hear a little bit of like muffled groaning. Obviously he's in pain.
Cog is going to circle, and he's going to try to perceive the location of these 4 locations. Where is he?
Away.
His perceive is... He gets the elvish racial bonus when he's not an elf. Anyways.
I know, that's, yeah.
It's like, he doesn't have elf eyes anymore. Is it elf brain or elf? It isn't your elf brain. Is it elf soul? The elf soul. -1 for the mutagen. So 15 is his, or 16 is his perception check.
No, you're not sure. You know he's there somewhere. You're just not entirely sure.
I moved a thing. I'm going to punch 2 twice. I'm going to punch the same. I want to punch 2 different squares. Just looking for them. In fact, I would like to touch the squares.
You're searching the squares.
I'm just touching squares.
So one of the 4 squares within the grease?
He's going to touch 2 different squares within the grease with his flurry. He's going to do 2 touches, just touching.
All right.
He's going to flurry touch. So I'm assuming rolling against his touch attack.
All right.
Or his touch AC.
Well, hang on. Let's see if you get the right.
Does invisibility in the rain make it a little bit easier to see the invisible creature?
Yes. I will give you +4. Does that help?
He still missed. He saw AC 20 or perception 20.
All right. You okay? Next one. Okay, so roll 1 D100 for your 50/50.
Touch it!
You touched him.
Touch it!
Well, if you make your attack roll, because you're rolling for Ahmed, he could roll a 1.
Oh, that's right. You still need to make an attack roll.
Yeah! Touch AC 22.
Tink, tink. There he is.
So he's got his hands up, his long arms are across the square, going ding, ding, ding. He's like, holy! I think I found the face.
Right there. Slake steps in, rages, punches.
Okay.
Power attack.
Okay.
He has an axe. He doesn't use it. He just punches things to death.
I know.
Slake?
Yeah.
No, he leaves his axe at home because it's like got the family crest or the like.
Oh, it's his like heirloom. Is his only.
He stares at it. He does carry his masterwork dwarven long hammer, but he hasn't used it.
Needed the opportunity.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, after we play Minesweeper in the grease, Foxfire's comment is funny. Plus 11 rage. We get a flank. -2 for tower shield.
Minus.
AC 24.
Against the prone guy?
Yeah, hits the prone guy.
Certainly
Yeah.
done punch him in the.
Okay. Percentile.
Oh, pity.
Okay, we're done.
I'm certain I have him. He must have twisted. He's like still like touching.
Oh, is there somewhere?
Hey, there's a track in there. A dwarf trod here with a golemifa.
Dugganschmirf.
Dugganschmirf's just helping him back at the back.
Okay. Madras.
Madras is going to crawl 5 feet. stand. Is that a halo? No, there we go. Thank you.
And then pontificate about how evil and awesome he is.
And he's going to
He runs away.
40 feet. Now, you definitely heard him. You saw the grease and grass kind of move, and then you heard him, the armor clink, 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 going down the road.
Last action, cry a bit. Round 9, Dingleberry.
Dingleberry is going to make a survival roll to follow where he went.
Yeah, the very fresh tracks.
The very fresh tracks. 8. Dingleberry, Dingleberry's going this way.
Dingleberry's like, what size horseshoe did he have?
Horseshoes. He's now following horse tracks over here. He's over here following horse tracks.
Dewdrop's gonna try to perceive where the guy went, like from her vantage point. She's peering through. We're digging deep here.
Because if he gets to move again, we're boned.
Yeah, he's gone. Done. He's basically gone.
All right, so
her perception is +7. Does she gain any bonus for rain and/or being a naturally invisible creature?
No, she gets no bonus that I know of for getting a naturally invisible creature.
Fey parties are just weird.
Yeah, and it's...
She gets an 18.
Yeah, plus distance, no.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he ran away. Don't worry, I'll make a good sketch of him.
We should put a reward up or a lost and found poster for his pole. You hear that? We've got your pole, and we're not going to give it back until you tell us what we need to know.
Cog? Slake?
Cog is...
Yeah.
Cog is looking. He gets a 615, or I typed something wrong.
I find that unlikely.
You just rolled a 1D Mayan calendar or something like that.
Even when you roll 1D 2011, you only get 650.
Yeah, it's one of those nights. The dice gods are saying he gets away. Cog is... He's looking in generally the right direction, but he just doesn't know where.
Slake's just a monster of like rage and frustration. Is like punching in the grease area and flipping around and just getting all angry. He's just.
Oh, he looks so happy. Oh, he doesn't sound happy though.
I maybe have to make more of a character sheet for that guy now.
I think, Mark, you could call fair escape.
Yeah, okay. He's motoring down the road.
Yeah.
I guess.
Hopefully that dwarf knows something.
Yeah, I guess we stand there in the rain for a little bit and then realize that it's damaging ourselves, and then we start.
You head inside. You see your clothes are starting to get all messed up.
We'll wheel the wagon over the horse.
You save the horse's life doing that?
Just
you save it some damage. Yeah. It doesn't take long before it's still raining, but the acid is...
The acid aspect?
The acid aspect seemed to be
probably take another 2 damage, like standing, realizing, oh, this rain's still hot.
Yeah.
And,
it gets bad for you. Yeah.
Dee Dee's going to use a channel to heal everyone. She's going to exclude the dwarf for now.
Okay.
Hey, Duggan.
She has selective healing?
She has a selective channel, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Duggan.
Yeah.
Can you go get me my pole? It's on the roof.
Sure.
Okay.
Goes and flies out, and how heavy is it?
It's a 12-pound pole arm.
Yeah, it falls from the roof.
Capital run out and grab it.
Yeah, you've got yourself a masterwork Guizarm.
Yeah, all the magic was in That was bolted to his person.
The masterwork his arm. Okay.
It doesn't come off.
Dee Dee will make sure it's masterwork by detect magic on that and the boxes that we moved out of the cart inside.
Especially the one that looks like a freaking Slake box.
Yep.
There's nothing. You open up the Slake box. There's nothing in the Slake box except for straw.
Would Slake fit in the box?
It looks. Yes, a person would fit in the box. It's maybe a little long for Slake, but he'd definitely fit in there.
Slake will risk the rain, pull in the dwarf body and his weapons inside.
Okay.
Kicking the head as he goes. Oh, Slake, no! Dee Dee's complaining.
Oh, yeah.
You're bad.
From the dwarves.
There's not a lot of solidarity among the dwarves.
From the dwarves, you get masterwork breastplate with armor spikes.
2 suits?
2 sets.
2 scoops of raisins.
2 masterwork dwarven war axes.
Cool.
2 standard throwing axes. And it must be their pay because they had a whopping 2 gold pieces each.
So 4 gold. 2.
They left a box of gems, right?
Yes, that's coming up.
All right.
Okay.
Now,
Is anything radiating magic?
yes, there is. There is a potion.
Okay.
Kashun.
An identified potion. Who is carrying it?
It was in the back. It was in the back of the cart.
From the cart. Okay.
I gotta double check something. Make sure the dwarves weren't carrying anything.
Any of the gems magical?
The gems are not magical.
But they're shining.
Oh, they're glittery.
Amongst the gems, you find one. Do you have anybody have other than Dugan have appraise?
Cog does not, but Capra does because he has to know.
He's probably better at it than Dugan's got it just to say.
What's your bonus?
+5. I'll double check.
Capra's is +4 from the world of I put a point in and got a +3 class bonus.
Dee Dee's
Okay.
got a +7.
All right, Dee Dee is probably best suited for it.
9. Shinies.
She's got a 9.
Yeah.
I'll roll the aid.
All right, you're not sure how much they're worth, but
An aid makes 11.
okay. What is the DC for appraise?
Give me a second.
I don't think we got gems. We might actually under or overvalue them. But
We got soul stones. Just a bucket full of souls.
we're kings and queens.
It's a box of lich phylacteries.
Okay. DC 20 appraise check determines the value of a common item.
That's fucking hard.
If you fail by 5 or more, you're wildly inaccurate. Up to the GM's discretion. Wildly.
Wildly.
Is it costume jewelry or is it a million gold pieces?
All right, I will list off the gems you get, along with their appropriate price in case someone else is dealing with this when they actually get appraised or sold. Because I don't know why. I don't think Grandamir's going to go, oh, you think it's how much? 5 gold pieces? Yeah, that's about right. Here you go. All right, its first one is Alexandrite.
Do you have this written out?
Oh, yeah, I'll, you know
Can
what?
you copy past it? So.
Where do you want it?
Under treasure and party gear. There's a thing called box of gemstones. I'll stop editing that. That would be the
Box of gems.
I just FYI, I used a treasure generator I found on the internet for this.
Cool.
So hopefully it is. It seems appropriate. It's not crazy, but, and it's under party treasure.
Speaking of my noodles that weren't filling enough, I'm going to take a moment to go grab something, or I'm going to.
Yeah, I'm going to take a quick.
my
I'm
own
going to take a
fix.
quick bio break before we interrogate
All right.
this dwarf here.
It's interrogation.
Yep. I'll leave Mark with the stream.
All right. So yeah, just so the stream knows, I know it was close, and you guys wanted him to get away. What that point got you was I changed one of his feats from a feat he didn't use basically, and I didn't think he was going to use in the fight. I changed it to run to give him a chance to outrun them, and the potion as well. And even then, he just if Slake had made one of those attacks of opportunity, he would have been done. He would have been down. That does, however, mean he's going to get less information, which is fine. Because I had not goals really, but if the human was taken alive, there's a certain amount of information he could have provided. They did save one of the dwarves, and so they have some information, just not as much as their leader. So when they get back, we'll deal with that. Anyway, I hope everyone's been enjoying the adventure. And it was lucky for me because obviously I don't DM much, and I am taking over for Ahmed. This was initially Ahmed's adventure to run, and Ahmed had some good ideas. But when I saw these, it's a template added to basically just standard NPCs, and it's called Limb Jacked. It's third party, but basically clockwork limbs or magical prosthetic limbs, arms or legs, depending on how many prosthetics you have, changes the CR and the benefits. But I thought, well, that just works so well with what Slake is and with what we're doing here. So I changed. If Ahmed, you watch this, that's the reason I changed it. It's just clockwork arms and legs on these guys. it seemed to be a no-brainer. I did raise the CR in doing that. Originally, it was supposed to be a CR, 2 CR2s and a CR4. Instead, they got 2 CR3s and a CR5. But they got the appropriate treasure for the encounter as well. Oh, there he is. You're fucking. Oh man, I didn't even realize you were watching. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, I talked to Ahmed the other day about what his ideas were, and like he already had the map and everything was all ready to go. I'm like, that's great. And if things don't work out, I'll just blame you and your crappy ideas for it.
What are we giggling about?
Ahmed's online. I was just telling the stream that I made some changes from what he wants, and then I see Ahmed on the stream going, "You're fucking dead."
Who's he threatening?
Me.
Oh.
Then lol, this is good, man. Yes, they did do well. The original fight was going to take place in the I can't move it for the stream, but Marty, can you move up the fight to the top view? The top view map there?
Which one?
Just move for the stream. Just move up. Show the top map there.
Yeah.
So the original fight was supposed to take place in that within the compound, with the dwarves and the humans coming on the sides. and all of them at once. It wasn't supposed to be this. Oh, we trap them and take them out slowly with sleep arrows and all sorts of stuff.
We definitely improved our the battlefield terrain. Unfortunately, it was the terrain that allowed the guy to get away.
Yeah, well, and the DM point spent by the stream.
Yeah.
And I was telling the stream what that point got them, because the purpose of the point wasn't just for, they wanted him to escape. So I changed one of his feats that he did not use, and I didn't expect him to use, because he's just an out-of-the-book NPC with a template. I changed that feat to the run feat to give him a chance to actually outrun you guys, because I know, well, we've got flyers and monks. So. and the other part of it was the invisibility potion.
So what do we find in the cart? Like, what were the dwarves loading?
Oh, if you go to characters, crap, which one? Treasure and party gear.
Mm-hmm.
Right at the bottom, there's a little table.
Okay.
So you find a box with 500 gold pieces.
Huh.
You find a box of gems. It's got an alexandrite, blue quartz, a lowlight, lapis lazuli, if that is how that is pronounced. Moonstone, and a pink pearl.
Lapis lazulis are pretty.
I can't honestly say what that looks like.
I want to say it's one of the original blue dyes. It's like the Aztec blue.
Oh yeah? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's also a darkwood medium shield. And there is that magical potion. Which,
medium as in like a heavy wooden shield for a medium-sized creature?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go, yeah. Yeah, like, I don't know why it said medium.
Because a darkwood buckler would be awesome for Capra.
All right. Roll 1d3. It's a 1. It's a darkwood buckler.
All right. 1.
You got yourself a darkwood buckler.
Nice.
Yes. Getting rid of you.
Yep. So I think that means it's masterwork.
Yeah, if it's darkwood, it's automatically masterwork.
Capra's just strapping that shit on.
Yeah, I'll remove that from the.
Yep.
Oh, is that a different potion than the one we found, or?
No, that's the potion you
Okay,
found.
all right.
No, I can fix that.
Yeah, I just fixed it.
Okay, you do learn.
You just tossing back a regular buckler, Adam?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one's much nicer. Okay, so they were loading up stuff, and this box kind of looks like the box we found Cog and Agony in, or Cog and Slake. I mean, yeah. Why was it doing here?
And we're gonna start looking around the house.
Let's try to track them, like follow their tracks through the house. What were they doing?
Okay, while you're trying to do it in a sane way, Dee Dee's just flying from room to room going, "What's in here? What's in here?"
Dugan, come help!
Okay.
Looks like this room. Sure, they must have been in here. 2 flying creatures. Yeah.
Okay, so what you see, this house has clearly been abandoned for probably a decade. The wind and weather, just even the insides are wrecked. The windows have been knocked out long ago. But in this area here, if it's, you guys are seeing that, can you see my pointer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in that area there, it looks like there's a few. Cog is an alchemist. It looks like someone was doing some experimentation in there. Who's got heal?
Cog is the master healer.
Yep.
All right, so Cog. It looks almost like a clinic in there, like a healer's clinic.
In this building?
Right down here.
It appears that it was field work done in here.
Maybe not field work. There is a bin with parts.
Interesting.
These dwarves had
What
metal
kind of
arms.
parts? What kind of parts?
They are dwarven. Well, based on the stoutness, looks like dwarven limbs. There's bones. There's just some. There's a bucket that just looks like if Dewdrop's probably having a hard time because this is disgusting. There's a
It's like
bucket of random flesh.
an abattoir or a taxidermist sort of like horror shop, not like going to get your tonsils taken out type shop.
No.
I believe they did craft upon dwarves here. You shouldn't just leave that lying around. It attracts mice and bugs and rodents,
Slake's gonna come have a look at what everyone's reacting to.
maggots.
Does Slake
There's a
hear
few
the whistling sound that was in his weird vision?
It is raining and it's a bit of a storm. Yes, you hear the whistling through the rafters.
I know this place.
Don't look at the barrel!
There's flies everywhere.
Maybe we can find parts of them in the barrel.
Slake looks at, is it a barrel or a trough or what is it?
It's a bucket. It's a metal bucket.
Okay, he's gonna tip the metal bucket over.
It's like intestines and the shit that was in them all spills out. There's just hunks of muscle. You're not even sure what part of the body they're from.
Does he recognize his room?
You recognize there's a chair in the center of the room. It's like a barber's chair that leans back.
Yep.
You know that chair.
I've been here.
Oh,
There are straps on the chair for the wrists and ankles, and for the face and for the head, across the forehead. You remember things being poked in you, like needles.
Slake is now sifting through the body parts to see if he could identify his own.
Yeah, this is hey, you know how we were trying to...
Dee Dee's like like fucking like holding Capra's hand and like crying.
This is less good. Yeah, this is less
You
good.
dump another bucket,
Yep.
and do you have heal or anything like that?
Slake does not have heal or anything like that.
Die at a low int score.
He's got a +7 perception.
Wisdom. Make a wisdom check.
Okay, his wisdom is actually pretty good. He's got a 16 whiz.
Okay.
11.
That's good enough. You're pretty sure you found a heart.
What the?
It's been cut. There's maggots crawling all over it.
Does Slake recall open heart surgery?
No, you recall them. You recall them taking this almost like bellows, but there was a cup that went over your face and they squeezed it. And then things went kind of black, but you were still there a little bit when you felt the scalpel come across your chest. But when the breastbone broke, that's when you went blacked out.
I think this is mine. He retches, but he's got no more like stomach acids or like he's making this horrible retching noise as he's standing there with this rotting heart in his hands, maggots crawling down his arm.
I don't believe this is the best for your well-being, Slake. We need information.
Is there a container or something in the room?
There's an old jar. It looks like there might have been. Well, you're not a chemist, but it was formaldehyde. There's a strange smell to it.
Okay, he opens the jar and smushes the heart inside and closes up the jar.
Okay, I don't think is anybody objecting to that because I don't think anybody.
Cog was trying to object. Is it like it's not healthy to dwell upon the past? Kind of like, you know.
Yeah.
You realize when we reach like 18th level, we're going to kill Cog, or when Cog dies, we're going to resurrect him back as a dwarf.
Yeah.
Why? No.
He's beard with power.
Find clues. Whoever did this is going to pay. Put their own little hearts in jars.
We've gone from making a beard to making the heart jars.
Make a so who's doing searching?
I think Dewdrop's having a good cry. She's just
Capra will help search.
she's staring at it in absolute horror though. Like she's not turning
Yeah.
away.
Capra doesn't like the idea of the moldy flesh room. He thinks it's a bad thing to have inside a building.
I'll just roll perception for the group.
Dugan doesn't help too much. You only got a 9. Oh yeah, you do the perception thing. That's right. Yeah.
23.
23 is
See, when I don't roll, I roll much better.
Who got the 23? Capra.
Yeah, exactly.
Capra, you find a table that had a it looked like a tablecloth almost, and it looked like there was nothing on there. But then you notice, there's a bit of a bulge there, and you pull it back. You're pretty sure these guys are probably supposed to take that with them. It's an arm, but it's not a dwarven arm. It's a metal. It looks like it's armor, but it's filled with metal, and there's a hand attached, like a glove.
Like a construct arm that looks like what the dwarves have?
Yes, it
Slake,
looks. Yeah.
could you, if I wanted to, you know what? I'll take care of this, Slake. I'm going to use taxidermy to delicately remove whatever limb off of the dwarf with split open head is. I would like to remove the limb to see if it looks like the same thing on the inside.
Okay, how are you? Taxidermy?
I am a taxidermist.
Okay.
I pull the guts out of things and I turn them into puppets.
Yes. All right.
So this seems like it's an appropriate skill to use.
Well, except that taxidermists don't care if their subject lives or dies.
Oh, I'm a dead dwarf.
Oh, the dead dwarf. Okay, yeah. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I have a dead dwarf that I can
That's right.
taxidermy. I
That's
can't
right.
taxidermy the live dwarf. That inherently makes them dead.
Sorry, I forgot about that. Yes, that makes much more sense.
Yeah, no, the dead dwarf.
All right, go ahead and make the roll.
Uh,
It's not particularly difficult because you.
13.
Good
Okay,
enough.
cut the arm off. Or the leg, or I don't know which one this was.
This is an arm.
Arm.
Yeah,
Word.
both dwarves you see have metal arms. It looks like from here down, but as you feel the flesh up, there's metal underneath the skin of the shoulder, and it moves into the torso.
Okay, well, we're just sort of exploratory cutting our way to get it out.
Okay.
And I think I made a mess of it. Pretty certain I get it out, but it's all messy.
So you get it out, but yes, it's messy. This dwarf, you have sullied this
We're
dwarf.
gonna need a bucket.
But yes, it looks like at least part of what you found looks at least is part of what this dwarf has for an arm and shoulder. Looks like that piece connects into a shoulder piece that you haven't found. Taxidermy. Yeah.
Okay. Does Slake remember any of these dwarves?
Make a. I'm gonna have you make an intelligence check.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it has to be the dumb stat. Plus what? 19.
He
Yeah.
Maybe
Uh,
it was the recent memories and it all flooding back, but he gets a 20 total. A
yeah,
dirty 20.
the dwarves have a small emblem on the front of their breastplate. You recognize the emblem,
As in, I've seen it before, or
as in you've seen it before.
does it match the emblem on my axe?
It does not.
Okay.
Do these okay? You pull it up. Okay. I was just saying, do these robo arms have like a maker's mark or a serial number or a wizard sigil, or is there a proud pop up with the bouncing baby robo arm?
There is not. Someone clearly wants to stay. Someone's not advertising their work anyway.
They're not like, it's not like a Smith and Wesson robo arm, 402 or something.
No, this place doesn't feel like a factory. It feels like a horrible place to experiment.
Yeah. Okay. What their emblem is basically a hammer coming down on something flat. It's very simple. The clan brick hammer. That's what comes to mind when you see this emblem.
And it's on their breastplate?
It's on their breastplate.
Clan Brickhammer.
Don't quite remember who they are, but it's like enemy is what you feel when you see it.
These are my enemy. Brickhammer.
Are they enemy like relocate kind of enemy, or like the exterminate kind of enemy?
Grab the other arm.
All right. He's gonna pull the other arm off of the dead guy. I'm assuming he's just assuming that he's not referring to the live dwarf's arm.
No, but he's now standing in front of the live dwarf, just going like circular breathing or whatever.
We should make him into the Merilith.
That's awful.
Just give Slake a bunch of arms. That would require golem crafting, which is magic, and Slake is like probably gonna say no, but that would be.
He's just, we can do it before he does the Forsaken, then what's he gonna do? Rip his arms off?
Spider dwarf.
Agony, now that all the excitement's out of the room, he's gonna go in to see if there's any implements or like components or anything that's left behind that can be used.
There are some. You know what? There are some leftover. There are some masterwork surgical tools.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Now,
They were neatly. Obviously, you caught these guys. They were still cleaning up. There was still some stuff.
okay. Are there maker's marks on the surgical tools?
Yes, there are.
Because we are in the land of mass production.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
There are.
It's a lead. It's a weak lead, but it's a lead. Agony packs these up. He doesn't advertise that fact, but you know he'll show people later.
Who bought these forceps?
I don't know. The little hammer where he tests the reflexes just fucking beating a dude's knee into a paste. I don't know. I only make the tools. I don't sell them. Yeah, it's a weak lead. Okay. All right. Anything else?
There are some. You don't know chemicals. I'm assuming you don't have alchemy.
Agony is not Agony is not an alchemist. He is a caster with a +4 knowledge arcana and +6 spellcraft. So he's looking for components, really.
You don't see any spell components.
Okay, and then Cog probably.
Is going for alchemy.
You
Yeah.
find 32 gold pieces worth of random alchemical supplies.
Done. We are not proud. We take it.
Most of the treasure ran away down the fucking street.
I know.
Frank Invincibility potion got away.
No, seriously, 32 gold pieces. That's probably a potion.
That is a
First
potion
level-
and a half.
Yeah, first level potion. Okay. Yeah, Agony and Cog are just pointing at the stuff. And
All right, so this one came off easier.
It is a horror show in here. Like there's blood all over the floor. There's maggots on the floor.
Well, this is getting this. Nope.
Dee
No, there's
Dee's
not.
Dee's had enough for her now, and she's gonna just go wandering through the other rooms, kind of sobbing and what's in here. She's trying to distract herself.
Dee Dee, maybe you want to go take care of the pony. Okay. Yell if you find anything gruesome. Humans are horrible. I didn't say that. I kind of said that.
We'll wake him up when Dee Dee gets back. I want to have a few words.
If you want to have angry words, we can do that before Dee Dee gets back.
Fine. Slake is, before we wake up the dwarf, is going to take the dwarf's two front teeth, sticking a metal hand into his mouth and just snapping the two teeth off.
Well, that's gonna. Well, it'll make it harder to wake him up.
He's going to add that to the pouch where he keeps the Nagaji teeth.
Oh, he's that character with a bag of teeth. Okay.
He's a bag of teeth boy. Look at that boy with a bag of teeth. He's a bag of teeth boy. How you doing, Slake?
This is dwarf half golem, I'm assuming. Question mark. Front teeth. Wake him up if you can. Wait. And he's gonna pick him up and put him into the chair.
There we go.
Strap him in.
Yep.
Agony just backs away. He's just gonna lean in the doorway and watch. Like he's got no problems with, hey, you want to take it out on a guy who is your enemy and turns you into this horrible monster? Sure.
Dugganschmirf is not really interested in seeing how this goes. He's gonna see if Dewdrop's okay.
Okay.
Right. So, I'm just gonna wake him up, but then I'm just gonna take the big pile of maggots over there. I'm just gonna get those out of here, because that's a problem. That's an infestation.
You catch a Dewdrop like playing some sort of like hopscotch along the weird tiles in that room. Like she's trying to distract herself from what she just saw.
Probably want to close this door. Just gonna close that door.
Wake him up.
All right. We're gonna cast a cure light on him. How unconscious is he?
Oh, he's. How much damage do you heal?
This is one of those. I would like to spend a DM point to make it so that my heal spell has enough magic to wake him up, so that I don't have to spend both of my spells.
Done. You cast your spell and he and he immediately starts to struggle against the strap.
Oh, he's loud.
Slake is just pushing the weight of his long hammer into his belly as he's waking up.
Oh, and he drops the rage.
Capra is now like policing up rotten meat and maggots, and he's like getting all the bugs out. Like he's not.
Do you remember me?
Dwarf time.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I wasn't the one. I wasn't one of the ones.
You remember me, don't you?
I don't remember you. I know who you are. Don't.
Who did this to me?
I don't know his name. Where's the human?
He ran off.
He looks downtrodden at that news. He knows. He works for the guy who, he kind of looks at his own arms, makes things.
You're gonna have to be more specific if you think that you're going to get out of this in one piece.
No. Okay, it wasn't me. I was just following orders. Okay.
Your brick hammer.
Yeah, and your anvil brow, and I mean, obviously, our clans. We could make a truce. I mean,
Slake doesn't actually remember his clan name. It's Anvilbrow.
Anvilbrow.
Cool.
Big, sturdy foreheads on that one. Sturdy.
Does that ring a bell at all, or?
It sounds familiar. Their Anvilbrow has been that word's been part of your life.
Anvilbrow. Where are they?
He's looking at you, so you don't.
Where are they?
Oh, I'm sorry. They're scattered now.
You were enemies of Anvilbrow, weren't you, Brickhammer? You're just like a curse upon my tongue.
Your time was up.
He's now going to stand back, wield the long hammer, and sunder the dude's left arm.
Okay. No. Roll for damage.
Okay.
Oh, there's
Is this coup de grace damage, or is this
No,
just
it's
regular
not a
damage?
living thing. It's just
Okay.
regular damage.
It's an item.
Okay. 2d6 for the long hammer, plus time and a half, plus power attack, which would be 12 plus -1 be plus 2, so 3. Okay, 20 damage with a long hammer.
Ping! He looks at it. You look at it. You scratched it.
It's like mine. So is it like 10 DR kind of thing?
No, you barely scratched it.
What is this?
It's what we get out of the deal. Look at you. You got the best deal of all of us. I don't even know why you're so upset. We did you a favor.
I didn't ask for this.
Oh, look at there's maggots over here. Better get those out of there. Oh,
You
who's a
stripped
dirty
him?
piece around me?
What's that?
You've stripped him, I'm assuming? Like
Yeah, he doesn't have any weapons. I
No.
don't know if...
Okay, yeah, it's just his arms.
Okay.
He's got bits and pieces that you're missing, and
Did they take your heart?
I don't think so.
Well, let's see if we can take your heart.
No, please. I'm sorry for everything. Please.
Where is the man who did this? Where can we find the human that was here? And Slake is now pulling out a dagger.
I'll tell you everything I know. Please just put it away.
He's gonna make a subtle cut, not like deep, but just sort of run a square around where he thinks a heart is.
He starts screaming like, help me!
Where is he?
Undertown! I just know he's in Undertown somewhere.
Undertown. Okay, I'm gonna write some of these.
Do you have knowledge local?
Slake does not.
So he's a one-hit die, and he's not very smart. And I'm a bard with no knowledge.
It's fine. We got Undertown. Somebody will know what the fuck that place is.
Undertown!
Okay.
It's Undertown. That's all I know.
You'll go to Undertown. Is that where your clan is hiding?
No.
Where's your clan hiding?
We're not hiding. He doesn't want to tell you something.
Where's your clan hearth? Where's your home?
It's up north.
Huh?
The Mithril Mines.
Mithril Mines. So, brick hammer, clan, north in Mithril Mines, and the metal armor man is.
It's called
What was it? Under or something?
Undertown.
Undertown.
It's called Brickholm now.
What was it called before?
He's looking to Capra like for help.
Capra is not making eye contact. Capra is like
Did
Anvil
Brow live there?
It used to be called Anvil.
Okay. Slake is now, regardless of rib and skin and flesh, is now cutting a square hole to pull open the guy's chest because he's going to try to replace his heart and see how this goes.
Okay. He passes out as soon as you push the dagger in.
Yep.
You cut it open, and he's got all the parts you'd expect.
Okay. He will remove the heart.
There's a lot of blood. And you replace it with what?
A scoop full of the dwarven guts that is on the ground. He'll just sort of mash it into the empty square.
Your experiments into golem creation are unfortunately a failure.
But in creepy ass psycho killer taxidermy, great success. Next time we can do that a little cleaner if we want to get the thing.
Take his arms.
Okay.
Maybe we'll melt this old metal down. This Vakaya.
Actually, I should have mentioned.
Get the Vakaya, the Vecchia, the Veckers, the Vickies, the Vex. Just, do you mind, Capra's gonna, just put a towel over the dude's face.
Okay.
Just, kind of...
Let me double check something before...
Shouldn't have told him about the whole, we used to be brick home. That was a mistake. Should have said anything else other than that.
Flower home?
Agony just is leaning in the doorway. He's just watching the psycho that is wandering amongst your party. Cog.
Okay. His arms register as magical. The arms are magical.
Okay.
They are the ones you've taken though are damaged. They have the broken.
So we have 4 arms and you said the leg?
Sorry?
Originally one of the dwarves had a robo leg.
No.
No legs? So it's
No
just
legs.
4 arms?
Just 4 arms and
Okay.
one of them's like a half.
3 full armor placements and 1 half armor placement.
Yeah.
So 2 dwarf golem arms that are full and 2 dwarf golem arms.
Actually, if we're going to be looking this up again, they're called limb jack prosthetics. Like in the book, you can call them whatever you want.
Oh.
Okay.
How come you... I'm not criticizing or nothing, but maybe before you tried to preserve him for a long time, we should have asked him about the human who got away.
Undertown. We'll find him there.
Okay. Do you feel better?
The anger has died down, but you could see it's still like a low burning anger at this point in time.
After the screaming started,
Yeah.
Dugan was like, "Watch me dance!"
We gotta do something about Slake. He's all fucked up.
Oh, you're telling me.
Yeah. I could learn magic to maybe calm him down, but
I don't know if he's gonna take kindly to you casting magic on him.
yeah, he doesn't have to know. Anyone could have cast magic on him.
Well, as long as you don't go blaming me, I suppose.
It's hilarious. We are going to be the most irresponsible adventurers on the planet. Ever. Because we're going to take this monster, we're going to make him really powerful, and we'll have this like, oh, we just cast this spell whenever he gets out of control. We cast the spell, and he chills out, and he's all like, just happy for a few minutes, and just relaxes. Don't worry. When he's like a CR-15 destroyer of worlds and realms, smashing through towns and wizards just melting before him. Oh, well, the bard slept in and didn't cast a spell on him.
Yeah, he'll have to make will saves against anything that's cast on him.
Yep. Well, this is where if we really want to do this, we craft him an item. We give him a headband or a thing that just...
Or we're just gonna give you a tattoo on some of your flesh.
Right, between the armpit, wherever we can find a little piece of dangle.
Yeah, so we could probably learn some calming spells, and then, he made friends with the
Oh yeah, the Vecchia guys.
The Vecchia, yeah, he can make friends. Yeah, I think he kind of likes us, like we're rubbing off on him.
Yeah, still, I'm not gonna get underfoot just yet.
Yeah, no.
Especially after I've seen the way he kicks, jeez.
Craft his control rod. I hate all of you. Yeah, the chaotic good fairy, her mind does not go to the item that controls slavishly the person she's trying to help. Soothing, soothing, yes. I will control your every action, dominate. No.
We just gotta try to minimize the damage, I guess.
We'll do what we can.
I think that dwarf is dead. But
yeah, he was dead the moment Slake got him.
But they were doing bad things here to bad... Oh.
She has a good cry.
Mm-hmm.
She's genuinely concerned about the destruction that Slake has wrought.
Are all the fleshy bits dwarvish?
You?
I don't heal things, but I taxidermy things. So do all the bones and bits look like dwarfy bones and bits?
All right, make a roll.
All right. That's what I like to hear. I think I'm gonna roll poorly to just make some bullshit up and just say that that's what happened. 19.
The ones you can identify, yes, which is mostly the bones. They do appear to be dwarven. They're thick and short.
Huh.
But a lot of it, it's just piles of blood and guts. Like it's.
Yeah, we don't have those spells yet. Those are third circle spells. We don't have those. But if we had blood biography, we'd be here for the next 3 weeks just casting it on drops of blood to figure out who comes from what.
Dewdrop's gonna ask Dugan if she wants to go explore the rest of the house.
Dingleberry found one more thing in the guts. It's half a scalp, and there's braided blonde hair, probably from a woman, female dwarf.
Oh, that is so grim.
Capra is going to wrap it up, and he's going to douche it, and he's hoping nobody notices because this could be very hard to explain later if it goes sideways.
Who's the serial killer?
Dewdrop and Dugan are search the rest of the house for stuff.
The house. Oh, make a roll. So Dugan's gonna help you.
Yep. What do you need?
It's 25
Perception?
perception.
Project loading. Dee Dee gets a 27 with the 8. She rolled a nat 20. With the 8 is 29.
All right. You do find a. Well,
Did the random encounter call for any treasure that wasn't rolled?
not that wasn't rolled.
Okay.
I'm giving you this because you found a spot. It wasn't actually in the building.
Mm-hmm.
It was outside a window. It was like someone wanted to stash this. What is it? We'll call it. We'll say it's a pocket watch.
Oh,
And it's still working. It looks like someone wanted to stash the pocket watch, and they actually stuck their head outside a window and put it on a ledge.
oh, look at this thing.
It is still functioning,
Oh, it's still ticking.
and it has a maker's tag on it. What's a good name for a clockwork company?
Sol's sundials.
Sure. It's got a SS on the back of it. Dewdrop's got knowledge. Just make a knowledge check.
So you have knowledge of all the things.
Yeah.
Knowledge all the things. Make a knowledge all the things check.
She has. Let's see what's appropriate. Oh, they're all the same. Plus 8 knowledge, engineering, knowledge.
Knowledge engineering, actually, that's perfect.
26.
Okay, you recognize the name of this? It's a manufacturer. The watch is made of gold, and I'm just throwing more treasure because you rolled really well. 1D. And it's worth probably just over 300 gold pieces, this watch, most of them. And you understand why, because this watch has been outside for who knows how long, and it's still running.
Oh,
It's a Rolex.
it's a
It is
pocket
Rolex.
ticker.
Yep.
See, this is the face of the pocket ticker, and it watches your pocket.
Otherwise, this place has been picked over years ago. Even most of the furniture's gone.
Somebody left it in here. Neat.
So, because the way this whole session works, I think I have to shut her down. But
Yeah.
I think you guys could keep on going until Mark gets tired. I mean,
I woke up at 3.
get us to the next adventure step.
Right. We can keep on going. There's still
Sure.
there's still some procedure to go
You
through.
guys got gas. I just don't have gas sometimes. Sorry.
All right.
Fair enough. Right.
I'm bowing out. Have fun. Kick ass. Take names.
Yep.
Oh, this is so brutal. Oh, that's awesome.
It is a brutal story.
Yeah, it's pretty. Well, it's like they're asking like Capra's really dour. It's like and it's the way to describe it is he kills the nature that comes into the city for the humans as a fae.
Yeah.
Like the nature that's not supposed to be there. That's what he does. Like he's a happy being. That's what he does.
And there's still like a dangling thread of like, why is Capra that way? You purposely left his backstory kind of like blank a little bit.
I think it's good that a lot of the characters' backstories are kind of vague, where we can someone can pick up that thread and go, okay, here's what I want to do with that.
All right, I will stop disrupting the flow.
Nice.
Have a good day, guys.
Take care.
What is our next move? Agony says to the room as Dee Dee and Dugan come back.
Well, that's what I did. Sorry. Well, did you find anything out?
He said something about Undertown.
I'm gonna. Dee Dee can make a knowledge. Local?
Sure. Local foundry.
Yep.
11.
Undertown is a rumor. Undertown is the black market.
Black market. That place is probably, I don't know, I've never been there, but I think you sell stolen stuff. And worse.
You have no idea where it is. It's just what you...
We'd have to ask around. I'm sure somebody knows. And
She looks at Dugan.
Does Dugan know about the Undertown?
Let me see. He does have knowledge local. I have to check. He might...
You sell the things that you've...
I don't know why you'd think I would know where such a place is. Such a place of ill repute, where the likes of the lowest congregate to do their dirty business.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I might have an idea. I got a 22.
Where is it? Slake comes
Well,
over.
I don't know exactly, but I do know a guy who would probably know. And fortunately, it just so happens that he lives in our neighborhood.
We should probably be careful on our way back. Why? Well, there's that man in armor that moved very quickly. We don't want him to know where we live. All right. Better to hunt than to be hunted, I suppose.
I agree with that.
Dee Dee, can you restore the horse to a standing position?
Oh, did you have to punch the horse?
I did it gently. It was in my way.
I swear. There's something wrong with you.
You think?
Huh?
Okay, we'll just leave it alone for now, shall we, Dee?
What should we do with this place? Should we burn it? Says Agony. Let them find the dwarf. Yes, but they'll know that... They already know.
It's probably true the other one got away. It's not... No big question is what we're going to do with the ones we got left. They'd do the same, if no worse.
Maybe you can find the armor guy.
And Agony's, the rain is probably covering his tracks. Chances we'll bump into him again if this undermarket thing is a place. Otherwise, there's some mine. It sounds like it might have been Slake's home at one point. A mithril mine.
Mithril's really precious.
Knowledge geography?
Dee
Because
Dee.
this place would show up on a map.
Yeah, it's probably pretty well defended, too. Armed guards and everything. 24.
Yeah, you know it's a ways up north.
Huh.
So it'd be weeks of travel up north.
Maybe a train runs up there or something.
A train does run up there. However, it's not a passenger train. It's an imperial train.
Yeah.
Dee Dee thinks for a moment. She's like, well, it's a passenger train for fairies that are invisible and can fly.
Everything's a passenger train for me.
A passenger train for them.
Yeah. Yeah. We might be able to get a train up there, but Imperials probably lock that down.
You're there would be trails, at least old trails, because that place has been there since before the Imperium.
It's old.
Those trails might be overgrown by now. You don't know.
Yeah, we could be wandering around the wilderness for some time. I don't know if we're ready for wilderness yet. Maybe we go to Undertown and try to find the guy. We've got to be careful, though. Lots of thieves.
Oh, yeah, there's a reason I don't go. I sell my goods to a certain person who then sells them for himself, basically. But a profit. I mean, I used to. I don't do that anymore, obviously.
Okay, Dee Dee's going to use some of her healing to bring the horse. She'll use one more. It looks like some of us still have it. 1 damage from the acid.
Oh, that would have been healed up, I think, everyone.
Okay, she's going to use some lay on hands on the horse. 8. She'll continue using lay on hands. Oop, D5s are not a thing. 15 damage on the horse.
That heals the horse up. Heals horse right up. And you now have a horse and cart. Not a particularly awesome one, but still.
Slake's going to remove the dwarf from the chair and take the chair.
Okay, I'll ask. What do you want that for?
Dentistry.
Well, I'm not gonna stop you.
Slake puts that into the cart.
Okay. Cog, well, he looks at it, looks at Slake, looks at it, looks back at Slake, raises a hand, and then brings it down. He's clearly thought, now is not the time.
Yeah, he just tosses it at the back and puts a tarp over it, and we'll start loading things up.
All right.
Agony's not sure about bringing the seat that made Slake along, but he then, I think we found oil at one point.
I do recall that, actually. I don't think I was here for it, though.
I don't think I wrote it down. Is there anything that... Well, it's dry inside, so it can burn. Agony is basically, as we are ready to leave, is going to use some of his torches, tip over any of the remaining formaldehyde that's in that room, and basically start a fire in the clinic area. Like, this is something that needs to be cleansed.
Okay. You ride away as smoke is billowing out the windows. It's probably for the best. Probably a hideout for bandits for the last decade.
They'll at least have to go somewhere else for their experiments.
I think they did.
If they're still doing this, we gotta bring it in.
Yes, I agree. We cannot allow this to continue. That's my cog for those.
Yeah, it's good. Dee Dee is not sure she wants to embark on slaughter quest, but stopping the horror that she saw in that room is probably she probably agrees to that.
I would, yeah. All right, you get. Would you ride back to that the farmhouse or straight back to?
I think we ride if we have enough time in the day. We ride straight back into
I think
into Foundry.
You left in the morning. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, you'll make it back by nightfall.
Okay.
Make it back to Foundry by nightfall. To head back to the steel mill.
Yep, to Steelrose with our ill-gotten goods or our hard-earned goods or however you want to describe it.
They hit. He hit so hard too. The human. I was like, I just want to hit Slake once, so he knows. Yeah, you can be hurt. Like, I knew the dwarves would be put down fairly easy. They hit hard too, mind you, but they would be put down easy.
The two Fae were just toying with those poor terrestrial beings. Silly humans. I picked up half a dozen broken crossbow bolt heads and flinging them for 15 damage a pop, and then Dee Dee just...
The only thing I feel better about is, like, because when that happened, like, frig, maybe I should have used the... Maybe I should have had, like, a pack of... what Ahmed had there,
the pack
knolls.
Of knolls or whatever.
Then I realized, no, they would have been stuck in there too. We just spent one.
All right, so I'm gonna grab the horse and the cart. I think we'll just leave it kind of in the outside entrance area where there's like trees.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'll move Alum Knight Benson. The horse is going to be called... I need a good horse name that Dee Dee would name the horse.
Good name. Pedal.
Punchy.
Punchy? Sure. Marigold.
Blockhead.
Blockhead, there you go.
There we go. It took a punch from Slake and lived. It's called Blockhead. Because it might be acting a little dumb after that. Is that the adventure as planned?
That is the adventure as planned. I made some slight adjustments, but I think it turned out well.
Okay. So I think we technically enter a downtime phase before the next adventure.
Okay. So what happens then?
Let's just quickly look at the party gear. Well, maybe you figure out some XP. Do you know how to do that?
I know how much XP it is normally. I don't know what the division is for slow XP.
Oh, okay. So go to the XP calculator and you can type in the CRs.
That's in our notes somewhere?
It's in the same sheet as the initiative sheet.
Oh, okay. Oh, there it is right there. So XP, so we got a CR. So how many CR3s and how many CR...
Yeah, you just put the number of creatures and it'll...
Yeah, he was a CR5, one CR5. Yeah, the human was a CR5 and you made him look like a friggin' fool.
Well, there were 6 of us, so
Yeah.
we had the jump.
So per PC, 534.
Okay. Are there any XPs for finding out about Slake's background or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll give you a CR. You didn't get everything because that guy got away, which admittedly is kind of. I'll give you another CR3 for what you got. Actually, yeah, CR3 from what you got from the dwarf.
Okay. What does that bring the total to?
667 each.
All right. All right. Let's do quickly treasure, because that is relevant to our downtime actions to see if what we can actually afford.
Yeah.
So, potion of bull strength, the magic hobkin head on stick. Let's see, Dee Dee's spellcraft. She does not have identify. It's +8. Agony does not have identify. His is +5.
Does Cog?
6. And Cog, he doesn't. He has identify in his alchemist thing.
So he can. Does he have spellcraft though?
Yep.
Because I remember laughing because listening to it.
Nope. So I think he can identify potions, but he can't identify items.
Okay. Well, one of the items to identify is a potion.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he gets those with the +10 to the roll. Can we
Right.
say the low-level potions? We know what they are.
Yeah, it's a potion of Owl's Wisdom.
Okay. There's also a potion of bull strength in
Full
there.
strength, yeah.
I say we give the potion of bull strength to Agony, and then Owl's wisdom. Who needs wisdom?
Cog. Cog, yeah. I'm just gonna grab a pop. Right back.
Okay. All right. Let me share the sheet. What we're doing. These are like clue by 4 items. These are the arms. I think these are special. How bad do we get screwed out of the gems when we sell them?
Who do you go to?
I think the guy across the street is mostly.
Granimir?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Make a diplomacy check.
So Dee Dee's diplomacy. I think we ended the adventure before you spend your damn point with her, and I don't actually understand that sentence, so... I'll let Mark interpret whatever that means. We've entered the downtime phase, so give us a few minutes to like crunch through some of this stuff. Chat might be in charge of the next adventure. I think because we're technically ending Ahmed's adventure tonight, Mark gets a go, and then Chat gets a go. So we'll potentially begin Mark's adventure.
Let's not begin my adventure.
Yeah.
Because I'm working this weekend.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. So yeah, then we need to generate an adventure that Chat will help out with between, what is it, Wednesday, and let's get through downtime first, because it is a part of the game. Diplomacy. So she gets a 26.
26. All right. He will give you our gems.
It was worth 916.
All right.
Market value.
Market value. And gems, do they normally sell at
They sell at coins and gems
their value?
and art objects sell at their value. Yeah.
No, I know there's some things that you sell them you half, and there's some things you sell them and they sell for what they're worth.
These are considered trade goods, I believe.
All right.
So what, like 80%, 60%?
Well, no, you rolled well. I'm gonna say 75 plus 10. See how much he likes you today.
You gotta do the other 2d10 plus 75.
Oh, 2d10 plus 7, yeah. $87%.
I think. Cool. We get 796.92. So there's a lot of haggling over individual gems, I imagine. All right. Cool. All right, let's go through some of the things really quickly. The unidentified magic hobkin on a stick. I guess Dee Dee needs to try to identify it. It looks like she does.
Yep.
So it's a PF2 wand of illusory object 1, which is interesting. So I'm going to have to ask Adam about this. I think something like that will go on Dee Dee.
Probably.
Or Duggan. It's a wand, so I don't know. I think we're going to keep that in the party treasure for now. There's an item that we didn't actually divvy last time because we were rushing through things. We actually have from the I forget what adventure it is now, but it's a pair of sending stones.
Oh, cool.
Which once per day,
really
each stone can talk to each other. They're only a standard to activate, but you have to have it in your possession in order to receive the message. So I think we're going to give one to Duggan.
And one to Dewdrop?
I think Cog.
Cog? Okay.
Here's my thinking. Duggan's good at stealthing.
Yep.
And usually Dee Dee and Duggan do the stealthing. And Cog could be the guy who stays back with the group, and we could probably coordinate. We could, like, with a standard action casting, I think we could actually use this as a
walkie-talkie. Yeah.
a way to get the jump on our enemies. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm going to put that under Dugganschmirf.
Yep. I will.
Under his slotless, and I'll put one under Cog. I thought that was a fun find. That was some of the treasure from Adam's adventure, I believe. Yeah, I don't know how the magic hobkin head works, so we'll have to leave that for now. The signet ring is just a thing that gets a clue, so we'll put that in the special items pile. The unidentified +1 light steel shield, it's caster level 3, which would be a DCH. I don't think we fail, so we understand what +1 weapons are. Agony doesn't want it because he uses claws, and when he's not using his claws, he uses a two-handed weapon. Slake doesn't want it because it's magic. I think Capper just got his new shield, which he can use while he's using his bow. I think this thing is a sell item. It's too big for Duggan.
Yep.
I think it's worth money. The Masterwork Dart. You know, Agony doesn't, or Slake doesn't have a missile weapon, so he'll whip a dart at somebody because it's funny.
And when your strength is what he is
yeah, he might eventually get Brutal Throw, our custom feat that we took from 3rd edition. That might be a fun thing for him to take. The Masterwork Guisarm, I think we all have our favored Masterwork polearm, so that is going to go into the cell. The 2 Masterwork Dwarven War Axes, Slake will take 1. Something he can use. It's Dwarven, it's his enemy's axe. I'm sure there's some... He's a warrior. Yeah, there's reason to have lots of weapons, but we'll sell the other one.
Okay.
Unless Capra wants it, but
I guess we can ask Adam, but
yeah.
let's...
Throwing axes in the masterwork breastplate. Give me a second.
Masterwork breastplates.
It's good. Slake's armor right now is scale mail, so it is a step up from him, but it has the sigil of his enemy on it.
Does he have craft at all, or?
He does have craft, so eventually he could like replace the sigil. I think
At the very least, I'd say if I'm still DM, like DC 10, and you can at least destroy it enough that you're not representing. Let's just say.
Dee Dee would actually try to convince him to keep it as a like disguise.
Well, we do have 2.
I think the other one's getting sold. No, I think Slake would scratch off the clan Brickhammer.
Jeez, God.
But yeah, masterwork breastplate with armor spikes. Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Slake's AC went up by 1.
Just what he needed.
And armor spikes. That's pretty cool. He will toss back his scale mail because it's junk. We've got the dwarven axe. Anybody want throwing axes?
Not really.
Okay. Junk. And the masterwork surgical tools I'm putting on Cog.
Okay.
Because he's got
Healing. Yeah.
healing. Alchemical components we'll put on Cog because make it a potion. And the Saul's Sundial's pocket watch. Dee Dee really wants that.
Dugan tells it, just keep it. Feel like it. We don't have to tell him about everything we find.
Okay.
It's sparkly. It'll end up in like a crappy box with costume jewelry and yarn and stuff like that. It'll be like the one treasury thing. She's not going to take much of the treasure anyways this time around. Okay, let me do some quick addition. If you could help me look up the value of scale mail, that would be great.
Yep.
315 plus breastplate is 200. That would be
Armor.
350
Scale mail is heavy or
medium.
medium? Scale mail is 50 gold pieces.
50 buckler is like 5. I might be off by a few gold pieces here and there. A +1 light shield is what is +1? 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000.
Masterwork's 150, and a light shield is something like 5 gold pieces. And then Masterwork armor spikes, the 300 is the important part there. The Masterwork disarm, the 2 throwing axes and 4 gold. It's here. It's like 6 divided by 2. Okay. Hey, the sell value of all the stuff is worth 1,300. We've got 504 with coins and the money from the gems. Let me add up that total. It probably takes 1 block of like barter to get rid of some of this stuff. But 504 plus. And then divide by 6. 434 gold pieces each.
There we go.
I will paste that in. You got it for Dugan?
I'll do it for Dugan, yeah.
Okay. Slake. Agony. I think a lot of the characters at this point are now saving their money. Like,
Yeah, I'm doing this too right now.
I know Cog wants that 16,000 gold piece thing. His amulet. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the downtime sheet, and not B team downtime, main downtime, and we did adventuring for a 5-day block, and then Slake is going to try crafting his full plate. Previously, he was going to craft full plate, but now it's crafting. He did his crafting of his tower shield. Right. He's going to start his full plate. Agony is going to do some trading. Dugganschmirf, what are you doing for your week of downtime?
He's going to try and find out through diplomacy something about Undertown.
Okay. Where is Undertown? So
Yeah, or something about like what is Undertown, where is it, how do you get there?
Cool.
I'll roll that as soon as this pops up. I also have a short encounter. For downtime. Because I'm abusing my DM stick.
Yep. Okay, so what we are doing with the money is we did most of our buying and selling through one of the shops. Granamir had the lion's share of the money. It was 400 times 6, it was 2,400. It was about half of that was sold through Granamir. We've sold now 4,200 gold pieces through Granamir's shop, and we're saying that his shop gets bigger at 10,000 gold, i.e. like more and more powerful items and a higher base value limit. And then at the old scale armory run by old Jarp, who's a hairy kobold, we sold that shield for around 3,200 or 1,300, so it's at 3,300. We've done about 3,000 gold pieces worth of transactions so far through old Jarp's armory, which is kind of neat. Cool. All right, so we are playing with randomly. We are playing with the. We've created our own little mini system for shops, representing, the more that we kind of go to these shops and do huge transactions, the more the shops might start to, have higher and higher level items at disposal. All right, so this is how downtime works. We declare what we're going to do for a few downtime slots, like crafting full plate is probably a thing that basically Slake is going to do until we stop. Agony is going to, he's just going to end up guarding the, he's worried that somebody has followed him back to the Steelrose Mill, so he's going to kind of keep watch over the Steelrose Mill.
Okay.
Dee Dee eventually will help gather information with Dugganschmirf if it doesn't work, so she's going to gather info.
Do you auto-aid?
She doesn't do that in the first week, though.
Okay.
So I don't know how far we're going to get into
Try
it.
again next week, then.
Yeah. Dee Dee's going to gather info. Capra is going to, we'll say, because Adam's not here, Capra is going to, after doing a bit of trade, is going to play Exterminator at the mill.
Okay. Week 2.
Cog is going to do some crafting because he finally has components to do some potion crafting. I honestly don't think he'll burn through 5,000 gold pieces in one thing.
Probably not.
Or 5 items, probably not. But he'll do some crafting in that first week and then end up guarding, which really, if you were left to your own devices, what would Dugganschmirf do in week 2 and 3?
He's back to stealing.
Stealing?
Stealing, yeah. I'll make a couple rules.
All right. No, well, before we do that, so that's our plan.
Yeah.
But our plans are not always, life happens while you're making plans. We now need to roll downtime, and the key is exclamation downtime for a 2nd level party. We're actually 3rd level now, because there's so many of us.
Exclamation downtime and
3 would be the level.
3.
Oh, space. Sorry.
Oh, space. All right.
Yeah.
So, time event encounter for solo PC.
So the next event happens in 5 days. So we finish the trading.
Okay.
And the encounter is an encounter for a single PC. CR 0. 0 means 1/2.
Okay.
Opponent is hiding. Opponent has PC gear. Ooh.
Yeah, but it's a half level.
Yeah, but you can spend a DM point to change any aspect of the or aspects of the encounter.
All right, I'm spending a DM point.
Yes.
It is a CR. 3rd level character is CR2, so CR2 encounter.
Yeah, it would be CR3, CR2, something like that.
Your
A 3rd level character would be CR2, correct?
Yeah. CR2 encounter.
A PC gear though would jack that to it actually adds a CR.
Does it? Okay, so CR3 then. He doesn't have PC gear.
Okay, well then you spent your
CR2.
DM point to change aspects of the encounter.
I'm gonna say it's Agony of Coals. He's keeping watch.
Yeah. So basically, if it's at the end of that 5 days, Agony was. It depends. Is it on the cusp of it's into the next 5 days, or is it on the cusp?
Yes, it's in the next 5 days.
Okay, so Agony is guarding. It looks like Dugganschmirf and Dee Dee are not home. Let me go to Steelrose Mill outside. So Dee Dee and Dugganschmirf are off trying to find out about the Undertown, and Dugganschmirf's actually done finding out about Undertown, and he's robbing people. Agony is keeping
the best way to
watch.
find out about Undertown is to have stuff to sell in the black market.
Kev is in charge of looking after the horse.
Okay.
Put him near the horse. Now, the horse probably doesn't need too much work. Slake is pounding away at metal, and when he's not crafting, he's gathering the old bits of metal.
Okay.
Capra is playing exterminator somewhere in the bowels of the place, and Cog is crafting at a makeshift alchemy bench, I think. All right, so you're saying Agony.
Yeah. Let's...
Keeping watch from his tube.
What map is he on right now? Are you on?
We're on the Steelrose Mill outside.
Outside, all right.
Just keeping an eye on things.
All right. You're up top?
Oh,
you're up there, yeah.
He goes in through this This we established goes to the stairwell. Like it's like a couple moves to the stairwell inside. So he stays in that spot.
Can you go to NPCs?
Mm-hmm.
Crap.
Which one? The Mark BU NPC?
Yeah. NPC, yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah.
I don't wanna.
Can make him a token.
Yep. Is that his name?
No, not technically.
All right. Where do you want him?
Just put him like right there.
Agony from his hiding spot. I don't know. While he hides, I think he's got a +7.
What time of year is it?
It is. It is about 33 days into spring, so
Okay.
early spring.
All right. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Against
23.
versus a 22. You just see him. Hang on a second. Twitch just give me shit here. All right. You just see him. He's kind of. There's this. It's a large figure. It's kind of like he's in kind of like a monk's robe,
Mm-hmm.
but he's big, like a big fat guy maybe. And he's kind of creeping through the plants here.
What are you doing down there?
He's looking at you like.
Agony will come out of the darkness and sort of like lean over the ledge here, like just with his claws, and sort of look down.
I'm sorry, I didn't. He looks ashamed of himself right now. I saw the smoke from the stacks.
And
I thought maybe one of the furnaces might be on.
what if it is? It's cold in here.
I'm just looking for one place to sleep. I have money that don't let me stay at the inns.
What's wrong with your face?
He pulls his hood back so you can see his glory. Take a look at that hood.
At first, Slake thought that he might be diseased or something, but now he's like, this scar looks unfortunate.
I'm deformed. Simple as that.
Why should we trust you?
I've done you no harm.
You didn't exactly introduce yourself. You're skulking around in the weeds.
I'm sorry, but there are rumors about this place and you.
Oh?
Well, no, not you, but the group that's here. You're.
Agony's now like, damn it. We have been here so the party has been here for, this is week 8, so 40 days, and Agony's been here for about a month. It's like, damn it, we need to find some other place. Oh? Who's...
I mean no harm, I just want a safe place to sleep. And I thought maybe other outsiders might take me in. I'm willing to pay and pull my weight. I have work sometimes.
What's your name?
Suppose it depends on who you